Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and this is my review of the Hahnel HRC 280 remote shutter release for Canon digital SLRs. And also in this video I just want to mention that Hahnel do also make some fantastic batteries as well. Now this is their HL-E6, this is what the packaging looks like, and this is the equivalent for the Canon LP-E6 that is actually installed in here. Going to save yourself some money. This performs equally as well as the Canon battery and is sort of around about under half the price, so you can certainly save yourself some money by buying an HL-E6. But the bulk of this review is going to be about the HRC 280, this remote shutter release here. This one is going to cost you just £16 in the UK, $30 in the US. I wanted to show you inside the packaging, so let's get this unpacked and the video underway. So very easy to get in here and get everything out that you need. Let's give you a closer look at this shutter release. So this is the actual unit itself. Undo this cable tie. Now it comes with a blank end on this end here because they do actually supply some different types of connections, but this is the shutter release itself. Really great. Now the idea of using a remote shutter release is so that you don't move the camera. Perhaps you're doing macro photography, something like that, so you'd use a shutter release to stop the camera from moving, or maybe you're doing long exposures, then definitely worth investing in one of these. Now you can hear me rattling around in the background because I'm getting out the extra bits and pieces that are supplied. You get an extension cable, so if you're working further away from the camera you would plug this in to extend the cable that's attached to the remote. So we're working quite close, so we won't need that. And then we've got two different ends. Now one of these ends, this one here, plugs into the main cable, and the other end, depending on what your camera has, plugs into the camera. So let's have a look at this Canon 60D. Let's just turn this round and we'll have a look at this connection under here. So let's open this up and you can see the bottom one here, the remote shutter release, is just the normal sort of straight connector. So we're going to pop this one to one side, we don't need this one. This is the one we need, and we're going to plug this in to this input socket on the side of the camera. So we plug that in like so, and then we're going to extend that round and then plug this into the cable that's attached to the remote shutter release, making sure we get a really good connection. And then we move this back round. I'm going to point this camera back round at our subject matter. Let's rotate this screen round so you can get a view of this screen as well. Pop that onto the back of the camera and we'll turn the camera on. So I've got the shutter release here, so no longer do I have to reach for this shutter release on the camera. I can do it all via the Hahnel unit. Now let's turn this on. Just wait for it to start up. And then we're ready to go. So we're going to switch around into live view just so you can see what's happening on the screen there. You can see my little model in the distance, and we're going to half press here to actually focus. And it's focused, and then in all the way to take the photo. Absolutely fantastic. Very simple to use. It's a nice unit. Let's just do that once more. So halfway in to focus and then push all the way in to take the photo. Excellent job. Now it's got a little grippy piece on the underside here, just where your finger falls, so you can get some nice grip on the unit. It's very compact, easy to carry around. It's also got a hold switch as well. Now you're going to use that hold switch if you want to do continuous shooting or perhaps the bulb function, and you activate it like this. Let me just put this drive into continuous shooting. We're still on single. Let's go around into program mode and we change the drive into high speed shooting, and then we'll pop it back into live view. So you can use this hold function now. So if I actually focus in, and then as I push this I can actually push upwards as well to lock it into the hold position. There you go, and then I can let go, and that will continue going until the buffers fall or until the actual memory cards fall. So you get the idea, and then to release you just pull the button backwards. So very, very effective unit, very good price. This is the Hahnel HRC 280 remote shutter release for the Canon range of digital SLRs. It works with most of them. This is the 60D, but if you've got the likes of the 1000D, 550D, 500, 450, 400, 350, 300, all the double digits, all the single digits, and the G10 and G11, it works with all of those as well. Very, very good price, as I said, £16, $30, a good solution if you need a remote shutter release for your camera. Thank you very much for watching. Please do come back soon and check out more video reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video is sponsored by Zinio, the best way to read magazines on your laptop, desktop or mobile device. Visit zinio.com.